KPL, Linus Kaikai's Mara Sugar FC stormed to the Kenyan Premier League for the very first time in their history and will be aiming to go head-to-head with the best teams in the division, including Gor Mahia. Take a look at how that free kick earned them that ticket to the KPL. That's Mara Sugar. Actually, the very first time we're having a team from Kajiado County.
I expected Morans to
will tell us.
Yeah, to be celebrating their entry into the KPL.
Yes.
I think...
you want to see them jumping?
Yeah.
But they have a presence there even in their training. So in most of their matches, home matches, so they are expected to be there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an away match.
Yeah, actually,
but they should have travelled.
It was played at the Awendo Green Stadium,
which is their home
in Migori County.
They should have travelled in the cultural attire.
Okay.
Would be nice.
I think we have a stadium in Kajiado. Isn't it Kajiado or Narok?
Olentimama.
Or Narok.
Olentimama.
They should use that Olentimama at their home, at their home ground, so that they can have the fan base there.
You see, the question is whether it is approved by the Kenyan Premier League.
Now that wameingia, Kenya, they need to go and inspect
also
them.
demanding a stadium in Kajiado so that they can make it their home stadium instead of traveling
to Awendo, all the way to Awendo.
And this year probably.
Yeah.
But I think it's nearer in Narok, Olentimama Stadium.
Narok.
Yeah, it's that should be their home ground. But as Isia said, I think approvals, and that's why we were discussing that the Ministry of Sports should have a set standards on how these stadia are put up, because Narok Stadium, I think, was put up by the Narok County government. There is another one being put up at Kisii, Raila Odinga Stadium in Homa Bay. So there should be a set standard approved by CAF and FKF, not just a governor waking up and building a stadium in the name of a stadium.
For legacy purpose.
Yeah, and yet it's not approved.
And CS talked to this. This is a team that began more as a CSR, corporate social responsibility. What do we do to keep those boys busy, nurturing talent? And all the way, they've made these steps from Division 2, coming all the way, Division 1, coming to National Super League. And now, actually, before they know it, they're in the top division. And that now, Isia comes with huge investments. We are looking at the finances. We've just talked about home venue. They need to have a better training ground, and the nitty-gritties that comes with the KPL is here.
Number one, Swila, is to say that anytime a team that has quality players, good organization is coming to a top league, or even the National Super League. The other day, I was talking to my folks in Embu County, and they were telling me that we need to be talking about how 3K can be funded because of the National Super League.
2NK.
3K FC, the first one from...
Oh, there's another one.
Absolutely. So the question is, you see, when you qualify to play in the top league, you should be having at least an expectation of funds, even from the sponsorship of the league, that can take care of the basics at least, traveling and all that. Because before even you attract sponsors at your level, then there should be a guarantee from the league. And that's why we've been talking about how well is the FKFPL funded. You understand? The idea of the shirt sponsors, you know, the broadcast partners and all that. So that at least you come here and you don't have fears that you're going to give walkovers because you're not able to travel and all that. Number one. Number two is that the moment, of course, you are in the top league, that should be enhancing your potential even to attract more sponsors, because now it's not about being a CSR team anymore. You're competing at the highest level possible in the country. And I want to believe that this time around, we're not going to see situations like what we saw, a very unfortunate event. Yesterday, Nzoia Sugar was closing the season and were beaten, just confirming their relegation. A team that finished fourth the other one season ago, simply because of sponsorship issues. Every good player is taken away, the coach is taken away and everything. So we are hoping that there's going to be good tidings at the camp of Mara Sugar in terms of like money, sponsorship, so that what they have shown us at the National Super League can continue. Of course, Mathare United are coming back. We're excited, and we are hoping that also whatever happens between Naivas and Sofapaka is going to tell us who is going to join them in the top league. And
still on NSL, basically, as you said, Mara have been promoted. We have Muhoroni going under, or Kushushua Daraja. And of course, let's look at that match, Zita. Muhoroni versus Nzoia. 6 goals to no reply. That's the other week, right?
Yeah, the other,
but
on Wednesday.
When it's too, actually the ended week, but it's coming when it's too little, too late.
Too little, too late. And then looking at it again, Shabana has never, Muhoroni has never scored, for the whole season, they've not scored more than 2 goals. So this 6 win, it's a very, like a big margin for them. And I think Sijuka walikuwa wanacheza na vipofu anyway. That's one other day. So for me, too late, because again, they were really waiting for Sofapaka to lose their game so that they can maybe stay to play the playoffs. But again, now Sofapaka playing the playoffs, and they have gone down. And there's been a lot of things happening in the Muhoroni. Is it Sudi? Is it their home ground? It's Muhoroni complex. So there's a lot of things that have been happening. So I think it's time for Adagala to go down and NCL and arrange, and just to figure out and try to nurture the small boys and to arrange everything so that when he comes back to the top flight, that is the KPL, he knows what he is supposed to do. He knows what he needs to do with the team.
Zita, what do you mean when you say that a lot of things happening at Muhoroni?
Muhoroni, the game between Nzoia and Muhoroni didn't start again because they didn't want, yes, even in Talanta, they didn't want the media to be there. You know, a lot of just small politics things. So we need to stop.
But again, Adagala has been using backdoors to get back into the Premier League. So I don't know which other team we will buy. He converted Wazito FC to Muhoroni.
And Shitera, probably, I want you to address the issue of Sofapaka. They are literally fighting for their lives. But after winning the KPL in the debut season, 2009. But right now, after finishing 16th, they have to go through a playoff against Naivas.
In fact, you should give it to one Robert Matano. He won the debut season in Sofapaka in 2009. I think I pray for Batoto Bamungu to make it back. Naivas can go back and try and top that league next season and earn a direct promotion.
Let's spice up the league. Let Naivas come up.
No.
Let's spice up the league.
We have Mara Shuka. Shabana has stayed.
Let's spice the league.
The league is already spicy with FC Leopards and Shabana.
We have the graphics on the table, and I'd want you, Orandi, to look into that scoreline and the margins of goals. You have Green Jackson scoring in the 34th minute, and of course he bagged a hat-trick, 45th and 64th. Then look at the third goal is scored in the 64th minute. 3 minutes later, through Regan Okoth again, Nzoia concede. Again, 5 minutes later, in the 72nd minute, Vincent Otieno again shakes the net. Then Stephen Buluku scoring in stoppage time, really. What do you make of this game?
I think Muhoroni youth really wanted to... They were begging, they were playing for their lives. Because, as Zita said, they were banking on Sofapaka to also do them a favor. So this is the day that they say that Leoni Kufa Kupona, like let's do this, let's end it on a high. Whether we go down or we remain, let's just end it on a high. So I think that is the mentality that they came with, and Nzoia Sugar already had, I think they had nothing to lose. They had already given up, but Muhoroni had something to play for. So I think
I like
in 5 seconds
what Randy is saying.
Running out of
that's
time.
A good language, very good language. Because again, goals can come anytime. Yeah. What we have not addressed here is how teams have been handled in Muhoroni when they have gone there.
Yeah.
And you see, it's not just about the Kenyan Premier League. Even if Muhoroni is going to be playing in the National Super League next season, we still expect that the federation is going to do something about what has been happening there. Because actually, if you can do some of these things when you are playing in the top flight, it means you can even do worse atrocities to other teams when they go there in the National Super League, because the focus may be as narrow. So we hope there's going to be a solution. Surely there can't be that players, referees sometimes, and team managers and all that are not safe. Ogalo will tell you when they went there, they are here for their match in Muhoroni. It was chaos. So we want to expect that going to next season, some of these things are going to be dealt with once and for all. Players need to be safe when they go to play, and also for the image of the league. Absolutely. You need order.
But again, we should also give it to Nick Mwendwa. He has really brought a very nice-looking trophy. He replaced